Most people sabotage their success in the mornings before they even get out of bed. It's costing them their time, their biggest goals, their energy, and their focus. And most importantly, it's costing them their self-confidence. Their self-confidence to back themselves and truly go for it each day. Hey guys, today I want to go over something very important. And it has the ability to triple your productivity if you implement this system. In this video, I'm about to show you a simple, evidence-based approach 15-minute system that if done correctly and consistently, it will help you triple your productivity and crush your biggest goals. Let's dive in. Guys, I understand there's a lot of information out there on the internet. And something I think about is, why should you listen to me? And that reason is because I built my last company from zero to over 70,000 customers, over $8 million in revenue. In the process, I raced 5 marathons and qualified for the Boston Marathon. I was recognized by META as one of the top 1% of media buyers in the APAC region. For the last 12 months, I've worked with Olympians, world champions, been around some of the biggest names in the boxing world, and I've seen patterns from business to sport. I've coached professional athletes, and systems don't lie. I've put myself in the best rooms with the best coaches like Tim Grover, who's worked with Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. Everything I teach is an evidence-based approach backed with real results. I only want to give you nothing but value, stuff that you can actually implement and actually achieve your goals for where you want to go. Let's dive into the process. Here's the problem. Over 89% of Americans are checking their phone within the first 15 minutes of waking. This applies to Australia, UK, Canada, and large parts of the world. When we go straight for our phone, our attention's being hijacked by the news, the social media, our emails. And if you look into the science of what this actually does to our brains, you would never touch your phone again for the first 15 minutes. And how do I know? I used to do this. I used to procrastinate because I had so much work to do that day running my company. I would give myself some kind of distraction. But the problem was I wasn't actually focusing on rejuvenating my mind, my body. I wasn't actually focusing on my top priorities that I had based on that season of life. So essentially, I was putting my top priorities, my dreams and what I wanted for my life on hold and giving all my attention, all my energy to these platforms. This habit fries our brains. It kills our energy, our focus, and most importantly, our momentum. But the good news, it's within our control to change this. And when we can build the habits and the discipline to change this habit, we start setting ourselves up for a successful day, which compounds into a week after week, month after month. It starts to compound. The good news, there is a better way and it's not that difficult to follow. Let's dive in. Imagine starting every day with clarity, with focus, when you're centered, knowing exactly what you're going to work on and having the energy to be able to execute on your biggest goals, on your top priorities with momentum and flow. That's exactly what the limitless morning system will do for you every morning within 15 minutes. I've tried all the morning routines. I've worked with Olympians, professional athletes, been surrounded by very successful entrepreneurs. They're running very large companies to see their morning routine. And the thing that I really like about the limitless morning system, it's custom to based on what you currently deem as your top priority, based on your current season of life. It doesn't create overwhelm, because you're not expected to do yoga for an hour. There's nothing wrong with yoga. I love ice baths. I love meditation for 40 minutes when I've got the time. What I'm saying is it's about allocating our time to the best of ability and doing those things when it best serves us, determined on what our top priority is based on the current season of life that we're currently in. Here's what the system will do. It will help you stop checking your phone first thing in the morning. You'll wake up with clarity and energy, and you're going to be so much more productive because you're going to work on your top goals, the thing that's most important, and you're going to be able to execute on that consistently with a system and a process that sets you up for success every single day. I'm going to break it down for you now. Let's go. Step 1, clarity. Your mornings don't need more, they need less. It's about focusing on subtraction. But first, we must get clarity. Clarity on our current morning routine, specifically the first 15 minutes. So what I want you to do now is get out a notebook and pen, make a list of the first 15 minutes of what you did today. And I want you to be honest with yourself. This is really important when doing self-discovery, is to be open and honest. Don't judge yourself. Judging yourself isn't going to make you better. All we're doing is becoming aware, which is the first step. I want you to make a list. Did you check your phone? Did you check your emails? Did you watch YouTube? And I want you to reflect and ask yourself, are these habits in alignment with the biggest goals that I have for my life at the moment? Am I being congruent? In order to change, we've got to have a reason to change. So it's about getting clarity on why you want to stop these habits. Is it so you can double your business in the next 12 months and increase profits so you can travel more and give your family the lifestyle they want? Is it so you can be more present in the morning with your family? Is it so you can get in the best shape of your life and your priority at the moment is health? Or is it so you can focus on yourself with your personal development, your self-discovery? It's about getting that clarity on, these are my current habits that aren't aligned with the man I want to be. The reason why I want to change these habits is because once we have clarity on those two things, we're well on the way to making improvements. And thirdly, it's about clarity on what you're going to do in the first 5 minutes of every morning now. I have a morning routine that I do for 5 minutes that really helps me center myself. For you, it might be journaling. It might be reading the Bible or reading some Stoicism. It might be spending some time with your kids. It's really dependent on what you want. But the key is no technology and something that's going to center you. And an important thing to note here, a lot of us don't wake up positive. Our brains have a negative bias. That's why it's important to control our focus in the first 5 minutes. Instead of giving our attention to our emails, to social media, which is only going to make things worse and put us in a reactive state. Instead, we want to control our focus and put it on something that's going to uplift us and center us so we can perform at our best that day in that present day. To recap, audit your current morning routine, your first 15 minutes, get clarity on why you want to stop those habits and what you want to achieve. And lastly, clarify what you want your new habits to be for that first 5 to 10 minutes. I understand that this isn't easy. Change is hard. That's why accountability and support is the secret ingredient to success. So I encourage you, you can either share your routine with me on Instagram or find somebody else that you trust and be open, honest, and share. They can be your accountability mate and be going, look, these are my current morning habits. This is what I want to change. This is where I want to go. And this is the reason why. Having that accountability is going to set the standard. It's going to hold you to the new standard that you want for your life to ensure that the system gets executed regardless of how you feel some days. That is the secret, and that is what the best CEOs and the best athletes do. They have a system and a process that leads to the outcome that they want. They focus on the process. Step number 2, energy and focus. So you've centered yourself. You're now up. So now what? The first thing we want to do is hydrate. 2 glasses of water. Get hydrated if you want to have some greens. The most important thing is because we've been asleep now for nearly 8 hours. We've centered ourselves, but we must hydrate to fuel ourselves, ready to perform at our best. Secondly, if you want to do 1 minute of stretching, loosen up the body, get the body moving, maybe do some push-ups, because we just want to get that body. It's been stagnant for about 8 hours. So we want to get it moving. We want to get it hydrated, ready so we can execute on our top priority. Whatever that is for you right now, I recommend going into at least 50 minutes of block time. To understand if you're doing block time correctly, in your calendar, that block of time must be completely blocked out and no one can get through to you. No one can distract you. Your phone is on airplane mode. You won't have interruptions. So you have the ability to work on your top priority for what you want in your life, whether that's health, whether it's business, whether it's self-development, or if that block of time is spending it with your loved ones, being present in the moment. Step number 3, sleep optimization and recovery. In the high performance world, sleep is one of the most overlooked key things that we can do to increase our performance. We speak about sleep and recovery more than we do than working harder. The key for a great productive day starts the night before with your sleep. And that includes reducing caffeine before 12 p.m. if your bedtime's at around 10. No screens 1 hour before bed. So you're rejuvenating and recentering your mind. That includes doing a brain dump where whatever your action items are, your to-dos, you need to reach out to this person, you've got to do that. That's all out of your brain before you go to bed. We do a brain dump. So that way we've already got our top priority and what we need to do the next day. A key component of having a good night's sleep is optimizing your sleep environment. And a way to do that is at nighttime, before you go to bed, when it's dark, pretend you're going to go to sleep and see how many white lights are on. Is there any white light coming in into your room? Is there any natural light coming in from the blinds? That way you can see, because you want your room to be as dark as possible. You may need to get blackout curtains. Secondly, you want to ensure that your room is cool, around 21 degrees if you're using Australian temperatures. Or in America, it's around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. You want it to be nice and cool and dark, ready to prime yourself for a good night's sleep so you can wake up straight away, ready to go straight into your centering exercise and then on to your top priority where you want to go in your life. So there you have it, guys. There's the first 3 steps. I understand changing isn't easy, but it's really important we get honest with ourselves and audit ourselves so we can become aware of the habits that no longer serve us and become aware of the new habits that we do want. And to have somebody in our corner, whether that's a friend, a partner, someone like me, that can hold you accountable to the system so you can achieve the goals that you truly want for your life. Now, if you want the Limitless Edge system completely free, message me on Instagram or click the link below and message me morning and I'll send it completely free with a step-by-step of how you can implement it into your life with 15 minutes a day and triple your productivity and crush your goals. Make sure you stick around for the next video because I'm going to be diving deeper into the Limitless Morning System, how you can get clarity on what your true priority is and ensure that it gets accomplished. Until next time, stay great.